that will go a long, or $20,000 rather, will go a long way to helping them to improve their facilities at their academy.
And it's good to see Raul. You know, he's not missed a game since being here. What legend he is. You know, and it's good to see him, and hopefully we might see him as a manager one day. It seems to me like he's helping the kids. He never misses a game and loves football.
AC Milan, $25,000 for them. There is Raul. We will get the replica bronze trophies as well to take away as a souvenir of the Alkass International Cup. Real Madrid had AC Milan, get right in a minute. AC Milan had some great games, of course. They were beaten 4-1 by Fluminense. We've had the antics of Christian Brocchi on the sideline, which has been very interesting to see, and whether he tones it down as he grows more into management, we'll wait and see. But he clearly wears his heart on his sleeve. As we said, he's got Rossoneri tattooed on his forearm. He's red and black through and through, and that shows when he's on the sidelines. And he'll be delighted, having not won it, that his side have actually got third place.
Yeah, he would be. Just love his passion. We don't take that out of you. That's what he's all about as a person. And hopefully he tries to put that onto his players. He's only just started working with these players, so he's learned a lot about them. He'll be very proud. You know, there's a lot of big teams in this, and to finish third is a really good achievement.
Some promising players within that AC Milan lineup as well. Michael Modic, I think, was one of the standout players. Came on against Kashiwa Reysol in the second half and really turned the game back in AC Milan's favour. And of course they went on to win that game by 3-2, having trailed 2-0 at half time.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's got to cut the diving out though, a little bit too much diving. If he stays on his feet, you know, he has the ability anyway. He hasn't got to do that. You know, but yes, some good players. But I will be watching out for him.
The Milan coaching staff just going through. Christian Brocchi and Stefano Baldini there, who's been the team manager and in charge of all the logistics for the tournament. He's having to share a few words around the hotel. And there is Christian Brocchi, a man who retired from playing last year. You can have an interesting conversation with Raul. They must have come up against each other plenty of times in the Champions League. So AC Milan on third place at the Alkass International Cup 2014. Next up, so near but yet so far, one penalty the difference between the title this year and the team that... Well, in fact, we're going to get the referees up first before we get Real Madrid. Nasser El Emadi is the man in the middle for the final. Two controversial decisions. I suppose in a way the fact that he levelled things up isn't too bad, but he shouldn't have had to been in that situation anyway. I mean, I'm not saying he did level it up just to get the penalty, but that's how we would perceive it, perhaps, looking back on the game.
Yeah, it was probably fair enough, but he didn't have to do it in the first place. You know, I think the referees have been okay, could be better. The linesmen haven't been really up to a very good standard. But, you know, the main thing what a lot of them did is they let it play a bit. But this particular, when it comes to the semis, finals, stuff like that, they have the crucial decisions. Sometimes you've got to get it right. This one today, he got it right.
Lucas Zidane, the AC Milan captain, son of Zinedine Zidane, of course, collects the cheque for $40,000 for coming second. Under 16 players, you could see the tears flowing at the end for Real Madrid, and always so difficult to lose on a penalty shootout because it all comes down to the individuals involved. And Ruben Gutierrez, their coach, is a clever man. He played the game at the top level. He was quick to console. In the shootout, Javier, the man that missed, saved by Francis Azova, got a fingertip to the penalty. But Real Madrid, who played the flair football, and delighted us at times with some of their play, have to settle for second place, and they will come forward one by one and receive their replica trophies. But certainly look out for some of these players in the future.
Yeah, Oscar, you know, I was very impressed with him. Looking forward to seeing how he gets on with his journey on the game, but he's got all the attributes, you know, to say he can be a top player, and I'll definitely watch out for him.
The only player from most sides that doesn't get onto this game is the reserve goalkeeper. We have seen one or two teams changing their goalkeepers, but just saw Brian Mourinho going through, who is the understudy to Lucas Zidane. He's a big lad, isn't he? He's about a foot taller than Zidane.
He's a good size.
Coaching staff. Ruben Gutierrez, who knows Real well, of course. Played together at Real Madrid. Now the moment tournament these lads could only dream about when the tournament started 10 days ago. They beat Real Madrid in the group stages, and they've beaten Real Madrid in the final tonight, courtesy of a penalty shootout. They will take the cheque for $75,000 to take back to the Aspire Academy in Senegal. And the first step maybe on the ladder for some of these players to bigger and better and brighter things.
It's a massive achievement, you know, to take the trophy back. You know, all the hard work and everything what everybody's put into it. You know, this is a massive thing for them to be up against some of the biggest clubs in the world and to get this trophy. This is really positive for Aspire.
As we said earlier on, attentions will already, I'm sure, be turning to next year and recruiting more top teams to come and play in the tournament. Francis Azoho, the hero, penalty save right at the end. The captain will come up last, of course. Jean Mavondo to collect the trophy. There's the check. Genis Malal left for the picture with Francis Azoho, tallest man on that platform by a long way. Really is a giant of a goalkeeper. We only really saw him make a couple of saves, didn't we? That one full stretch save he made in, I can't remember which game it was now, but it was a great save, and then that save in this game, that the ball that nearly beat him at the near post, and he stuck out a strong hand, but he's really well protected by his defenders.
Yeah, that's the thing, that shows you how strong. That's why they've gone and won the tournament, because they've limited the opportunities for him to save. You know, as much as a big lad, and we probably like to see him get some more action, it's not as what the team have done. You know, they've just pretty much walked through other teams they played against, and it's been too good, and that's the reason why he hasn't had much to do.
Won't see many smiles as wide as these. The Aspire international players making their way onto the platform. Pyrotechnics are ready to go. Great souvenir. Miniature gold replica of the trophy. Played their part. John Amani, their number 6, who was excellent. Don't see too much of Moussa Kanouté. Part of the squad, though, of course, vital that the squad players are there to supplement the players that are ultimately picked by the coach. Ismail Baidu, whose pace caused plenty of defensive problems during the tournament. Now the final couple of players before Sajina Bakadia, the coach, goes forward. A great moment and some great words as well. Aspire, World Cup hopes has to be the message for Qatar. Aspire Qatar, of course, also in the tournament, made it through the group stages, but just came up short, beaten by Aspire International, steamrolled somewhat, and I'm sure they will take a lot of positives. Saw their coach Oscar Fernandez looking on earlier on, actually, over at the back there, and hoping that he can take his side to the next level for the next year's tournament. Here comes the moment that Aspire International have been waiting for since the final whistle. Jean Mavondo is the final player to go up onto the platform. Shakes the hand of Raul. 10 days of competition, 12 teams, over 100 goals. And the only team with a 100% record up to the final. Effectively, they maintained that, of course, because they won on penalties, but they drew in the 90 minutes with Real Madrid. AC Milan were third, Real Madrid were second, but the Alkass International Cup champions 2014. A major triumph for Aspire's own and this marvellous facility and the facility in Senegal. The 2014 champions are Aspire International. International, I'm sure, will celebrate long and hard into the night they come. Champagne, of course, because they're not old enough, but I'm sure they'll find other ways to enjoy their trophy success. Nick, just a final word before we go, just to bring down the curtain on what's been a magnificent 10 days.
Absolutely loved it. You know, these lads have they've opened my eyes. I've enjoyed the world, everything. Goals, more goals than I've ever seen. Some fantastic ability, but I mean, this is great. This is fantastic by Alkass and Aspire. I've totally enjoyed it. It's been fantastic, breathtaking.
It's been a marvellous 10 days. Hopefully we'll all be back again next year for more of the same for the Alkass International Cup. From myself, Mark Tompkins, from Chris Makin and from Nick Summerby, Andrew Benson running the studio.